Uh, Before going to the main session, I would like to recap our previous experience, which held in Singapore Municipal School last year. We will recap our last experience from the previous training, right? So, in our previous training, we came to know about the aims and objectives of this curriculum. Anybody, can you please mention the aims and objectives of this curriculum? What is the aims and objectives of this curriculum? Who can say? Please. Anybody? Okay.
The main objectives of this curriculum to make a global citizen of our students, new generation.
So, the aims and objectives of this curriculum is to build the good citizen and the global citizen as well, in order to combat the challenge of 21st century. Okay. So now I would like to ask you, what are the characteristics of this curriculum? What are the characteristics of this curriculum? Who can tell? Who would like to tell? What are the characteristics of this curriculum? Who can say? Please share.
The characteristics of curriculum is to communicate the people and to communicate to help other, and its aim is we understand the real thing.
Okay, thank you. The characteristic of this curriculum is very, very important. Number one is, this curriculum is competency based. This curriculum is competency based. And the pedagogical approach of this curriculum is built on the theory of the experiential learning cycle. That is, concrete experience to reflective observation to abstract conceptualization, and abstract conceptualization to active experimentation. Every curriculum actually depends on a teaching learning system or pedagogy. This is a very, very important thing. So this curriculum is built on the theory of experiential learning cycle. We have to know about this experiential learning cycle. And number three is, this curriculum focuses on assessing the process of learning. This is a very, very important point. This curriculum focuses on assessing the process of learning. And number four is, this curriculum promotes low-cost teaching learning materials. Number five, this curriculum promotes local values as well as cultural diversity. It promotes local values as well as cultural diversity. And this curriculum focuses on learners' autonomy and independent learning. These are the main characteristics of this curriculum. The next one is, do you know about what are the main changing area of this curriculum? If you make a comparative study between the previous curriculum and the present one, what are the main changing areas of this curriculum? Can you say?
Thank you very much. The main changing of this new curriculum system, previous systems, assessment. Okay, thank you. Evaluation and assessments, teaching method, right? Class orientation, class presentations, etc.
Thank you. So the main changing area number one, changing of experience or topic. Changing of experience or topic or subject. Number two, changing of teaching learning method. And number three, the big one, the changing of assessment system. This is the three major changing area of this curriculum. The next one is, do you know about the experiential learning cycle? Can you say? Do you know about the experiential learning cycle? বাংলা এটা বলে অভিজ্ঞতা ভিত্তিক শিক্ষণ। What is the experiential learning cycle? Do you mention? because this curriculum, this disciplinary system actually based on experiential learning cycle. You have to know about this cycle because when you handle the English book, there are many activities. And every activity is actually linked with the cycle, the experiential learning cycle, right? There are 4 cycles: cycle 1 or stage 1, cycle 2 or stage 2, cycle 3 and cycle 4. Cycle 1 is concrete experience, cycle 2 is reflective observation, and cycle 3 is abstract observation, and cycle 4 is active experimentation. So you have to learn about this cycle. Okay. Then the next one is there are many literary terms. So do you know about simile, metaphor, imagery, tone, tonality? Do you know? Who can say about this?
Comparison or compare between two person or things.
What is the simile?
Simile is comparison or compare between two person or things.
And what is metaphor?
Metaphor like that, but
More than simile.
explicit learning or implicit learning.
Such as she is like a rose. This is simile. She is like a rose. This is simile. But when I say she is more than rose, she is more than rose, there is metaphor, right? So we will share our knowledge about that thing. And the next one is the very, very important, which we discussed in our previous training, the assessment system. So can you say anybody the assessment system of this curriculum? Anybody can say? Listen up. What is the assessment system of this curriculum? Who can say? So what is the assessment system? Anybody have? Okay.
Sir, assessment system means by giving the instruction and my observation what she is doing in the class, what is happening. Sir, I observe.
Okay, then anybody? What is the assessment system? Because as a English classroom teachers, you have already assessed the students in class 6 and 7. Okay? So what is the assessment system? Can you say?
Assessment system, there are 3 types of assessment systems: continuous assessment, behavioral assessment, and summative assessment.
Sit down. So, if we make a comparative study between the previous assessment system and the present one, we can visualize that in the previous assessment system, there was only one assessment system, that is summative. But in this present existing curriculum, in this new curriculum, there are 3 types of assessment system. Number 1 is continuous assessment, number 2 behavioral assessment, and number 3 summative assessment. Continuous assessment actually it happens all over the year. Continuous assessment happens all over the year. And after finishing every chapter, after completing every chapter, you will assess the student by continuous evaluation. Okay? You can give them class test. You can ask oral question. So in many ways, you can assess the students in the continuous assessment. So continuous assessment, it is actually happens all over the year after completing every chapter. And there is another most important and interesting assessment system, that is behavioral assessment system. In the behavioral assessment system, there are 10 indicators. Do you know? There are 10 indicators. আচরণিক সূচক। Number 1, দলীয় কাজে অংশগ্রহণ করছে কিনা। Number 2, দলীয় কাজের ধাপগুলো অনুসরণ করছে কিনা, সততার সাথে দলীয় কাজগুলো করছে কিনা। Number 4, সে নির্দিষ্ট সময় মেনটেন করে কাজ করছে কিনা। Number 5, সে পাঠ্যবইয়ে বর্ণিত যে কাজসমূহ রয়েছে সেগুলো সে করছে কিনা, এবং পাঠ্য বইয়ের নির্দিষ্ট জায়গায় যে ছক এবং অনুশীলনীগুলো সে পূরণ করছে কিনা, সে নিজের দায়িত্ব পালনের পাশাপাশি অপরের কাজে সহযোগিতা করছে কিনা, এবং অপরের কাজে সে গঠনমূলক সমালোচনা করছে কিনা, এবং সে অপরের কাজের পজিটিভ ফিডব্যাক দিচ্ছে কিনা। এই 10টা ইন্ডিকেটর রয়েছে। So you have to learn about এবং you have to memorize these 10 indicators. Every teacher, it is your responsibility. And number 3 is summative evaluation. You can know about this summative evaluation, and it is obviously happens in 2 times in every year, 2 times in every year after 6 months. So this is the assessment system. So we will share more knowledge about the assessment system in this 7-day journey. So before going to the main session, I would like to make some groups, right? I would like to make some groups, because in our curriculum there is a character in this curriculum. This curriculum promotes local values as well as cultural diversity. So এখানে আমাদের কালচারাল ডাইভার্সিটি আমরা তৈরি করতে চাই, তাই না? আপনারা আপনাদের পছন্দের জায়গায় বসেছেন সবাই, পছন্দের লোকের সাথে। এটা হবে না, আমরা পছন্দের লোককে এখন ঘুরাই দেবো, কারণ কালচারাল ডাইভার্সিটি আমরা চাচ্ছি, ঠিক আছে? সো আমি এখন গ্রুপ তৈরি করবো, এবং গ্রুপ তৈরি করার সময় আমার কাছে কিছু কার্ড থাকবে, আপনারা এই কার্ডগুলো আমার থেকে কালেক্ট করবেন প্রথমে, তারপরে পরবর্তী ধাপগুলো আমরা বলবো। হাসান, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ।